dangling, the air so thin. My body is shaking, swaying in the wind. Push me in. I'm on the edge, I'm ready to begin. Breathing deep and slow, losing all control. And all I know is I have to jump, 'cause you are all I really want. There's something just too beautiful about falling for you. I'm falling for you. I open my eyes as you look into mine. I don't feel time, no. You take a breath and close your eyes again. I can't pretend I'm not on the edge, I'm ready to begin. Breathing deep and slow, losing all control. And all I know is I have to jump, 'cause you are all I really want. There's something just too beautiful about falling for you. I'm falling for you. I'm falling for you. I'm falling for you. And if I jump, will you jump too? 'Cause I could lie here forever, falling next to you. Yeah, I will jump, I'll jump for you. So I could lie here forever, falling next to you. Breathing deep and slow.
I'm Brianna. I'm from a little town called Surprise, Nebraska. Population 34, maybe 35, because I moved out.
My name's Drew Carroll, from Amherst, Nebraska.
What was it? It was the summer of 2013 at a classy establishment in downtown Lincoln.
Fat Toad.
Yeah, it was a Fat Toad. So I was at a bachelorette party. My sucker bouquet exploded all over the floor. And so I just picked up everything that I could and was kind of looking around for a table to set it on. And Drew's table was the least sketchy looking group.
We went out dancing on the dance floor a little bit, and I was just like, I gotta get this girl's number. But I was too shy to ask for a number, so I was just like, I'll just get her name. I can Facebook stalk her. So I was just like, hey, what's your name? She's like, it's Rihanna. I'm like, oh, like the singer. Like, I love her.
I was like, this is
like,
a
no.
disaster. I literally was like, Brianna, like shouting in his ear,
yeah,
and the whole
Rihanna.
time he's like, I love Rihanna. I'm just like, oh no.
Yeah, I remember coming back the next day with my buddies and a little hungover that morning, and I was like trying my hardest to remember your name. I was like, oh, Rihanna. Like, I'll look her up on Facebook now, and I bet I searched for like a half hour and couldn't find anything. I was just like telling guys, I'm never gonna see that chick again. I think it was like 2 days later, you added me on Facebook.
Yeah.
First message too was just like, oh, Rihanna with the B.
Well, when I first saw him, I was just like, holy cow, like his eyes, and I was just like, I thought he was so cute. But then he kept calling me Rihanna, so I guess like he went down on the totem pole for a while there. But no, like when I got to know him, like right away, I could just tell he was a genuine person.
I knew she was a very genuine person, very clumsy. There's never a dull moment with her.
The first date, it wasn't really a date. He came down to see me in Surprise, and I still didn't know how I felt about him, so
I spent all night with your mom and Kay drinking at the table.
I left him with my aunt. I went up to Kearney and we actually went out for a date. And we went out to Flipping Sweet.
I think so, the pizzeria.
And I locked my keys in my car.
Oh, yeah.
So he ended up having to go to his neighbor's house and get like this wire hanger. He was trying so hard to impress me.
You, yeah. It took me like a half hour, but I got it.
I was impressed. He was getting ready to head back to Kearney, and we had hung out a few times, and I kind of knew he was gonna try to make the move. I can't remember if he asked or something.
I was just like, all right, like, I'm gonna kiss her, like, first time. And me being the gentleman I am, I asked her first. I was like, hey, like, would it be okay if I could kiss you right now or anything? And she was a little hesitant because it's the second time that we were hanging out.
At first I was like, I almost said no, just because I didn't know if it was the time or place, but we just kind of leaned in, went for it, and it was really good. It was just like a sweet little short and sweet thing, and I like got all the butterflies and everything.
I think that was our first kiss, and it was pretty good. I think it was me, definitely me.
We were at my parents' and we hung out that night.
Watching a movie on the couch or whatever, and you were starting to fall asleep.
Then I finally like really did kind of fall asleep, and he nudged me and he's like, you can't go to sleep yet. And I was like, why? He's like, I have to tell you I love you.
No, I didn't want to rush anything with you, just kind of take it nice and slow. And she was different.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I totally think he could, because he's already got the outdoor background, but then he used to watch Naked and Afraid, and he would always, I swear he would like rationalize it and be like, well, that was stupid to do, you should conserve your energy.
No, definitely not. She's not the outdoorsy person. She does surprise me every now and then. We went turkey hunting and she did pretty good. I thought she'd kind of break down with shooting a turkey, but she did good. She can shoot a gun at least, but as far as survival-wise, 6 hours, then she'd get hungry. So my favorite thing about Brie is that she is just an honest, genuine person, super caring, lovable. I know I can annoy the heck out of you, but I mean, at the end of the day, I know you always love me and you are always pushing me to better myself, and that's one thing I really cherish about you. She never puts herself in front of someone else. She's always thinking about someone else in mind, whether it's me, family, friends. I've just grown to love that about her. She's always thinking of others.
You're just very honest and probably one of the most genuine people that I've ever met. And you're very determined when you set your mind that you're going to do something. I know that you're always going to follow through with it one way or another. And you always follow through with your word when you tell me that you're going to do something or we're going to go do something. You always make it happen. And I've always really admired that about you. You follow through with everything. So.
Thanks.
I just admire him so much. Like, I think my favorite thing is just he genuinely cares about people. He would literally give his shirt off his back to anybody, and he just is like an all-around kind person, and I just love that about him. Like, you can't fake that,
Sloth, for sure. No, you know what I'm saying. You love your naps. Just
naps.
A very cuddly, friendly person, I think. And that's a little spirit animal.
Like, super smart. Like, what you wouldn't expect it to be. Maybe like a pig. Not because, like, you're fat.
What?
I just mean, because aren't they, like, really smart and, like, self-sufficient?
Oh my god.
mean it in all the nicest ways. You would probably be like a dog because you're really loyal and you're friendly, but you're not just, you'd be like a reserved dog. Like, probably like Gunner, like a little hesitant at first, where you don't just like come up to people, but after you get to know them, they're like your best friends forever. Maybe we should move on to the next one. I've always been a really independent person and not had to like rely on anybody, and it was one of the weekends he was back and I knew that he was going to be gone for like 2 weeks and I wouldn't see him because he had something going on. And I just remember getting like this pit in my stomach and just feeling like, oh my gosh, like what am I going to do? Like just that feeling that I'm not going to see him a while. Like, and then I was like, I've never had that feeling before, so obviously that's something there.
I knew Brie was the one when she asked me what I want to do with my life, and I really didn't have a clue. I've always wanted to do something to help provide for her, and with me going back to school, getting a career, you know, not just a simple job, notice that she's always tried to make me be a better person. She's always wanted me to fulfill my dreams and make me realize I want to be the provider, you know, for the both of us and for our family.
He's just real.
She's very passionate. You were really pestering me about a date night. She always had an idea in her head, like she wanted to go to Wilderness Ridge. And so I was like, all right. Like, and at this time, like, I had already bought the ring. I knew it was going to happen. I just needed like a good reason or a good place. Made the reservations, ate, but that night I was just so nervous. You know, I kept checking my pockets like every 30 seconds, making sure the ring was still there, and just like staring at the mountain goat on the wall because I like couldn't make eye contact with you at all.
He was like, "You've had 4 sodas. Like, you should probably
you
go
really
pee."
need to go.
I was like, "You're a freak." Yeah, it was just weird.
And we started leaving. I was just like, well, maybe I gotta find another moment or whatever. And Brie was really wanting to take a picture somewhere in there, you know, or outside.
Because we never get that fancy, and we're never like at a place that fancy. So I was like, let's just take a selfie and try to get the lodge in the background.
Brie thought I fell or something, and turned around and was standing on one knee, and I think the first thing he said was, "Shut up. This isn't a joke, is it?"
Yeah, he's like, "This is a really expensive joke." And we ended up showing up at Down the Hatch, and all of our friends were there, so he had it all planned out for us. And it was perfect. Like, I couldn't imagine a more perfect way for you to ask me. So.
Good.
I'm just looking forward to like having a blast with my best friend. I mean, I just know, I mean, in a weird way, I'm like, there's nothing to be nervous about because this is the best decision and the easiest decision I've ever made. I've always had this picture of what my husband is going to be, and then seeing it in real life, it's going to be really surreal, and I'm pretty excited for that.
I'm looking forward to just relishing in the moment, you know, finally marrying the woman of my dreams, being around friends and family that we both love so much, and just having a good time, making memories. I got one.
Oh no.
Airplane ride.
I didn't think, I wasn't going to bring it up.
We broke a barrier that night. She was just being her awkward, goofy self, and we're just hanging out, and she's just like, remember, you know, like being a kid and doing airplane rides? Like where the person's on their back and like you're on their feet. And she's like, yeah, give me an airplane ride. I'm like, we definitely shouldn't do that because I've been holding the fart in for like 3 hours that night.
While I was in midair, he like just ripped
Let one go, and
I about died. I think I was laughing
you
so
tried
hard.
like pretending like it didn't happen. I just lost it.
I'm like, okay, how do we get through this? We're both pretty simple people. I mean, we don't need a fancy house or anything. I just imagine us like being big into our family and maybe getting like a house out in the country somewhere, or moving to a small town and raising our kids right and being really involved in family.
Yeah. We both like to move back like towards Seward, get a little farther west, but still stay relatively close to Lincoln.
I don't know. I want to be like those fun old people, you know? Like go to bingo night, still go drink. Well, Drew, here we are. It's our wedding day. We made it through. I guess it's so hard for me to, put into words how I feel about you, because I mean, there's so many reasons that I fell in love with you in the first place. I guess the biggest thing is I wish that you can truly see yourself through my eyes, because you would realize how amazing you are. And I'm definitely the lucky one in this. I still can't believe you chose me to spend forever with, and I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together. I love you so, so much, and I will continue to show that to you forever. So, happy wedding day. I love you.
Bree, I just want you to know this day couldn't be any better than what it was. I just want you to know I love you so much. I'm looking forward to spending the rest of my life with you, starting a family, and just relishing in every moment together.